In 1997, Blockbuster was a hugely popular movie rental service with thousands of stores across the United States. However, 16% of its revenue came from late fees, which annoyed many of its customers. One of these customers, Reed Hastings, was so frustrated with paying $40 in late fees that he started his own company called Netflix. Netflix offered a subscription-based DVD in-mail service where customers could order movies online and have them delivered to their homes within 2 to 3 days. Unlike Blockbuster, Netflix did not charge late fees. By 2004, Netflix had a revenue of $500 million. In response to the success of Netflix, Blockbuster launched its own DVD in-mail service in 2004. However, Blockbuster failed to utilize its network of stores to deliver DVDs quickly and also cut late fees, which cost them $200 million in revenue and added another $200 million in debt from setting up the new service. Despite this, Blockbuster's market share continued to grow, and by 2007, it was starting to cut into Netflix's revenue. That year, Netflix lost 55,000 subscribers as Blockbuster's growth continued. In response to these threats, Netflix made a bold move. They recognized that Blockbuster's network of stores could be a major advantage in the DVD in-mail market and also identified Walmart as a hidden competitor. Walmart was using a pricing strategy called loss leader pricing, where they sold DVDs at an ultra-low price to draw customers into their stores. But Netflix responded by shifting their focus to streaming and online content, which allowed them to bypass the need for physical DVDs and directly kill its competition. This move paid off, and by 2010, Netflix's revenue had grown to $2 billion. Blockbuster, on the other hand, filed for bankruptcy in 2010 and was eventually forced to close all of its stores. But fast forward to 2022, 15 years later, Netflix is again facing the same threats that it faced in 2007. You know, Disney and HBO already have an extremely profitable network. Disney makes $1 billion through theater releases itself, and before the movies even come to the OTT platforms, they've already made the company a ton of money. And HBO does the same through television network. And now, all they need to do is start pulling out content licenses from Netflix and launch them all in their own OTT, which, by the way, is happening very, very quickly. And this is something that Netflix identified way back in 2011 itself. They knew that someday or the other, these companies will start pulling out content from Netflix. And it can't just keep making money merely by reselling movies of other companies. And hence, Netflix started making its own content. And from there onwards, Netflix has invested heavily to become a production company by itself. And all of this is being done just so that they can keep their subscribers from leaving even when everybody else is pulling out content from Netflix. But for constantly producing movies, Netflix requires a huge budget, and if they have to consistently keep doing it, they need to bring in more and more revenue. But as of now, the only stream of income that Netflix has is the subscription fees. And this is where the second threat comes in, and that is Amazon Prime Video. You know, Prime Video is also using the loss leader principle to attract customers at such an ultra-cheap price that it is almost impossible for Netflix to match its prices. The best examples of the same is The Boys and The Lord of the Rings. If you take a step back and analyze these series, you will realize that for the kind of money they have invested in producing this content, it is nearly impossible that they make money through the Prime Video subscription costs itself. Now, Amazon is doing this because Amazon does not care about making money from Prime Video as long as you remain a Prime subscriber and you use yours or your friend's Prime account to order from Amazon. Because if you've got Prime, you will eventually shop for more expensive products from Amazon, which is the profit that they are looking out for. Therefore, just like Walmart in 2007, Amazon is using the core offering of Netflix as a loss leader, which makes it impossible for Netflix to match its pricing. Meanwhile, since Disney already makes a lot of money through theater releases and TV distributions, even Disney can afford to give away their content for free, just so that it can attract its viewers to pay for exclusive series like Loki and WandaVision. Eventually, it can turn its free viewers into paid subscribers. So to put that straight, Netflix has lost its unique selling proposition and most of its best contents are disappearing, forcing it to keep producing a mammoth amount of content. But at the same time, while competitors have multiple streams of income, Netflix is solely dependent on subscription fees, which makes it very, very difficult to maintain its profitability. Therefore, I say Netflix is in trouble again. Now, I am not saying that Netflix will go bankrupt or something. It's just that it might no longer remain the market leader that it is today, and once people start opting in for other services, Netflix might just be yet another streaming app that people use someday.